So, a lot of men out here want to say when you're in your middle aged, you're washed up. If you are not still married, you are going to die alone, a cat lady. But I would say that the ground research proves otherwise. If you're a middle aged single woman and you're going out at night with friends, you know exactly what I'm talking about. We are out last night in the place to be in Palm Springs, Palm Desert area. There were a bunch of people there from Southern California because it's kind of like Palm Springs is our Memorial Day getaway place. There were a bunch of different age demographics from 19 to 85. Now, I know that Palm Springs has a reputation for attracting an older demographic, and that is pretty accurate. But I would say last night had a great, well balanced population count of all different ages. Anyway, we are out last night, and there are so many middle aged women, beautiful women in their prime, glowed up, looking snatched. Like their outfits, all the women in that place were so beautiful. And there were a lot of attractive men, like of all different ages. But there was a huge demographic of middle aged women my age, out with their girlfriends, having the best time, drinking, dancing, singing, partying. It was so great. And I see this all the time. Every time I go out with my girlfriends, it is all women my age who are newly single, who have left their long term unhappy marriages and are living their best lives with their friends. The energy is so authentically happy and free. It's great. Not to mention, they were swarmed by men, all different aged men, the older men, the younger men. Like there were 20 something men hitting on me, hitting on all the middle aged women. Like they were going after women my age. And I have noticed that in the dating pool as well. Younger men love women my age, older men love women my age, men my age love women my age. Like, I honestly feel like this is the best age to be when you're dating. So, for any woman that is wondering if she leaves a bad marriage or a bad relationship at her age, that she's going to be left alone and have no attention from men, it is just not accurate. The market research, the ground research does not reflect the narrative that is being sold to women. Next time you're out at night, look around and you will see a slew of middle aged women.
Politically speaking, you are damaged goods.
A few months ago, I went on a date with a guy, and he was not bad looking, like he was attractive, and I could kind of picture myself going out with him again. Not like I'm gonna drop my panties right away because, like, if you've been following me, you know that I don't experience that feeling. So after the coffee date, I sent him a text message just saying, I enjoyed our conversation, thank you for the coffee, let me know if you want to do it again sometimes. And crickets. So if I message early enough in the day and I don't get a response the same day, I automatically assume he's not interested. So I don't dwell on it. I just kind of move on. I have a lot going on in my life, so I'm not fixated on finding somebody today. Anyway, I wasn't really expecting a text back. I just kind of figured he was going to ghost me, and I was okay with that. But the next day, he texts me, um, apologizing for not messaging back sooner. He didn't acknowledge my message or, you know, ask me out again or anything like that, which I thought was really weird. Anyway, I responded basically, no need to apologize. I know you're busy, so am I, blah, blah, blah. And this went on for a few days. Like, we met on the Tuesday, and I think it went on to like the Thursday or Friday. And he always had excuses like he was busy with the girls. He had 2 daughters. So I finally said to myself, next time he texts me, I'm just gonna cut him loose. So he texted me, I think it was a Thursday or Friday afternoon, saying, I never meant to ghost you. And I was like, cool, you know what? I never thought you were ghosting me, but I'm not getting the energy that you're really that interested. And I'm sure you got lots of options, so no hard feelings. This isn't what I'm looking for. All the best. But it gets better. So I was sharing my story in one of these groups that I've talked about before. And I didn't post his name. I didn't post his, like, where he lived, his photos, nothing. All I did was tell the girls in this group how proud I was of how I handled the situation. I swear to you, I shit you not, 4 or 5 girls commented asking, who is this guy? and my messages blew up. He was literally busy with the girls, not his daughters, with like at least 4 or 5 other women, one of whom was a friend of mine.
You know, I decided to keep my options open.
Can someone please explain to me what it is with these guys trying to date you? Agree that they want to go on a date, they want to go out, they want to get to know you more, and then refuse to actually make a plan to do so. It's not rocket science. I'm a pretty easygoing person. I like food. And I eat cheap because I don't eat a lot. I'm pretty satisfied with like chips and queso. So I'm not following this whole let's agree to go out sometime, but never actually make a plan. Am I missing something? Is it like y'all want to have like a fan club? Just like a club of women that you know are interested in you, but you're just not ever gonna actually go any further than the conversation that's not even actually in person? I'm not following. And I'm honestly getting real tired of it. Literally said the other day to a guy, take me on a date. He said, I could do that. We tried to go out or agree on one night. That night, he ended up not feeling well. And then he said that he was free the day after the next and missing in action. Ask him, hey, you want to set something up for this week? No response. Guys, get it together.
No.
Congratulations. Younger and older men want to smash middle-aged women. Nobody is arguing against that. The real argument is that it is almost impossible for middle-aged women to get serious relationships from these men. And it isn't just men who say this, but it's also women who say this as well. When she goes against these facts and tries to tell these hit-the-wall women otherwise, it gives them a false sense of hope and sense of entitlement. They destroy their marriages to go party, and even she admits there are a bunch of women who do this, like it's a trend to divorce their husbands and ride the carousel. It may not be until the later years of their lives, when reality really starts to hit them hard, that they could end up alone.
It's their fault.
Typical scenario of chasing after the top 10% of men. It's videos like this which refute everything the woman said in the first video, because they think they can attract the best men, and they end up in the situation where they are all dating the same man and he only wants one thing from them. Is this the glorious divorced life they wanted? It's crazy how this happens, because there are countless guys on dating apps for women to choose from, yet they all randomly and coincidentally end up talking to and dating exactly the same guy. It's like playing roulette and landing on the same number over and over again.
And what are the chances of that happening?
Real Men of Genius.